Morning, sunshines. It's so good to see everyone. We are outdoors at Mystic, and we will be outdoors until Halloween. So the last day of our outdoor studio is October 31st. Please, please, please join us. We are grateful for all of our friends who have showed up this morning here outdoors, and to all of our community members on live stream. Let's come into a comfortable position and allow your bodies to feel the ground beneath you. And let's become aware of this experience of weight in the body, tuning into a felt sense of weight so that your actual body is settling into the ground. And once you feel that weight, begin to just notice the in-breath and the out-breath. And pretty slowly you might be prompted by your own body to take a really big cleansing breath. And let your belly soften and continue to invite more weight down into the sits bones if you're seated, or the entire back body if you're lying down. And then the tendency when it's a little bit breezy and cold is to tighten the body to protect it from the cold. So today, just as a practice, let's kind of just open our lungs and open our hearts and our noses, and just take in that beautiful, beautiful breeze. And find some gratitude in the fresh air, the freshness of air. And the freshness and the softness of the breeze on your skin. And open your chest area to it, like versus contracting down. Just let the shoulders relax, and again a deep breath. And out. And we'll take 3 more breaths. Each in-breath, just imagine the blessings and the sense of like freshness and blessing. And on the exhale, just let gratitude flow out of your body. Let's do them together. Deep in-breath. And out. Two more. And last time. Wonderful. Let's slowly start rubbing the palms together. Is it working, Amy? Perfect. Awesome. That feels good, right? Rubbing the palms. And place those hands on your torso. Let the warmth of the palms radiate your body. And we'll slowly open the practice together with a sound of Om. Cleansing breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Awesome. Let's all stand up. Get our bodies warmed up quickly. Let's just start with some bouncing up and down. Bounce, 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 bounce. Either kind of like in place jogging, or just this kind of rhythmic up and down motion, as if you are standing on or sitting on a bouncing ball and it's just going up and down. And then let's just shake the wrists a little bit. Get those hands warmed up. At the same time, we're doing a lymphatic shake, which is really helping our immune system and our nervous system. Just loosening up all that anxiety that's held in the body sometimes, and any tightness. And you can kind of let your arms be loose and just start to actually intensify this up and down motion. And you can even make like some sounds like good. Now let's maintain that kind of bouncy motion and start to kind of rock side to side, loose arms. Good. And now really restabilize your feet into the ground. And let's really sense this expression of rootedness through the feet. You can imagine like a pendulum stemming from your tailbone and going beneath the ground with its weight, all the weight beneath the ground. Just take your time to do that for a moment. And feel your feet like really sinking into the ground, and bend your knees slightly so that you're kind of like collapsed a little bit. Tailbone tucks under slightly, and there's this weight. And you can take your hands and kind of draw the energy down and down and down and down and down into the earth. Just feel the groundedness in your own body, the rootedness. And from here, inhale, take 2 arms overhead. And on the exhale, palms come to heart space. Drawing the energy back down all the way to the ground. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, in. And out. The next time the arms go overhead, breathe in. On the breath out, take a side bend to the right. Come back to center with the in-breath and a side bend to the left. And let's take back and forth motions of side bending. I like to include the hips by pressing the opposite hip to the opposite direction. And allow the shoulders to roll up and down and around. And the neck to rock side to side. Shake up those arms again and get into your elbows this time and your shoulders. And shake each leg at a time. Let's separate the feet a little bit wider. Keep your weight in all corners of the feet so that you're not like collapsing your heels or too forward, but actually there's equal weight throughout the entire sphere of the feet. And take your arms forward and squat down, drawing the hips back. Feel your own glutes. Reach the arms overhead with the in-breath. With the out-breath, squat down, take the arms back. Inhale up and exhale down. And let the whole range of motion be felt by the shoulders, all the way up and all the way back. Let's do 5 more. Good. Now let's take the arms sideways. Inhale up. On the exhale, they go sideways all the way down. Fingertips touch the ground. Sideways again. In, up, and out. So we're also warming up the shoulders at the same time. And the legs. Listen to that bird participating. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Reach arms overhead. In breath. Out breath bumps through the heart space as you bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step back to a plank pose. Press the floor away. Activate the hands into the earth and press the self like higher up from the ground while maintaining a parallel kind of sensation of the body. Then lower the knees and lower the body all the way to the ground. Take your first opening in the chest with the baby cobra with the in-breath. And on the out-breath, come back into your table pose. Hands come under the shoulders and take a few arches and curls. So notice that when I took my first baby cobra, I don't know if you guys felt it in your bodies too, but it felt really tight. And that's why I opted for some arches and curls, because the extension and the flexion of the spine is a beautiful and important part of the warm-up, which we didn't have a chance to do yet. Now make your way back into a child pose, just expanding those arms forward and hips back. And then draw the chest all the way forward. Shoulders come over top of those wrists. Inhale back into child. And exhale forward. And again. We're going to start adding a little push-up. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Push up and back. Exhale forward. Push up and back. 5 more. Last one, lower all the way to the ground. Now open your heart in a baby cobra and establish that opening by lengthening the legs back a little bit more. Can everybody hear me okay? All right, good. You too? Yeah? Activate the shoelace sides of the feet into the ground. Tense your fingertips for a moment. Then draw the elbows back. Keep your neck nice and long, your gaze down. Press the hands alongside the chest, back into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet a bunch of times. Reach the right leg up towards the sky. Elongate the leg and circle the ankle around. Square the hips again and draw the right foot to the outside of the right hand, but behind it a little bit more. Toes are facing outwards. And take a few back and forth elongation of the legs to get into that right hip a little bit more. Notice how my foot is actually off the mat. I don't know how you guys feel about your foot being off the mat, but it feels better when it's a little bit wider out. Let's step back and re-elongate that leg into a three-legged dog. And release the foot down. Take it to the left side. Left leg reaches up. Ankle circles around. And foot comes to the outside of the mat and forward, toes facing out. And a few back and forth. The back knee can drop, of course, if that feels better on your body. And blocks can be used if you have your own blocks. Good. Now re-elongate back in a three-legged dog. And release the foot. Come on down onto your knees. Take a moment to give your wrists a break. And just circle through the wrists. And in the other direction. Shake him up again. Stay here, take a quick look at me, observe, and what we're about to do is go with the in-breath into down dog. Out breath, right foot steps forward. In breath, you open into a twist. Out breath, release. In breath, back. And step forward with the other side. In breath, open. Out breath, release. And step back. Okay? Downward dog, everybody. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps to the outside. In, open. Out, release. Inhale, back. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Downward dog. Take it again. I'm going to find a rhythm. Everybody, downward dog. And step right foot forward. 1, 2, open. 3, drop down. 4, step back. 1, other foot. 2, open. 3, release. 4, step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speeding it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release down onto your knees. Stand on your knees. Give those wrists a break. Circle through. Other direction. And shake it up. Shake it in all directions. Like you're saying, bye. That feels really good, actually. And then, bye. Down. Good. Awesome. Now let's take a break by finding our way into a standing position. And you're standing at the front of your mat. From here, take your time to reestablish that wider stance and find your way into a squat. This time holding the squat. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your feet are active into the ground. You can even kind of hug the balls of the feet towards one another. Like the ball of the big toe and the ball of the little toe kind of hug towards one another like you're gripping the ground. And let's take some up and down pulses. Pull that navel in and up. Relax your shoulders. Feel the glutes engage. And let that pulse kind of start to begin to lift the heels slightly off the ground as you go up. Good job. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Stay. And elongate the legs. In breath. On the out breath, bow. Hinge from the hips. Place both elbows on top of your thighs. Keep your right elbow on your right thigh. Open up into a twist to the left. Inhale, make a fist circle wrist. Spread the fingers wide, open all the way up. Twist from the mid back. Release down. Take it to the other side. Make a fist circle wrist first. Spread fingers wide, elongate upwards. Twist from the mid back. Release back down. Find a forward fold. Hold that forward fold. And take any motions that feel good on your body. Activate both feet into the ground. Rise all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, palms to heart space. Coming into balance on the right leg. Shift your weight into your right side. Pull the left knee up towards the chest. And now start to micro bend the right knee a little bit so that you can feel out your right glute really engaged. And cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Maybe this is where you stay for a bit. Maybe you draw the hips back. Rise back up. Elongate the left leg forward. Inhale. Take the leg to the side and back into a warrior three. Keep a micro bend in the right knee. Elongate the chest forward. Come back up into balance. Leg goes out to the side and crosses. Sink back down if you did that on the others. Come back to center. Inhale. On the exhale, the leg goes out to the side, goes back for just a moment, and lands into your crescent. Back knee bends, pelvis tucks under. Maybe a little wiggling. Left arm rises up, right hand stays at the hip for a side bend to the right. Come back to center. Both arms open up. Inhale. On the exhale, we bend the back knee even more, tuck pelvis under more, and interlace those hands to draw the palms forward as you curl through the spine. Draw the left heel back as you open through the chest. Inhale, two arms reach overhead. On the out breath, they release back down. Right hand to the hip, left arm reaches up. Inhale up, exhale, side bend. Inhale back to center, two arms, elongate sideways. On the exhale, we tuck pelvis under more, interlace hands forward, draw them forward, look down. Inhale up, big in breath. Out breath, circle through the arms. One last time, left arm reaches up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale back to center, two arms reach open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. Palms come back to the hip as the pelvis tucks under. Back heel dials down, opens into warrior two. And we take our time here to find some kind of rocking of the hips side to side. Maybe circling through a little bit. Taking care that your right foot is in the right place. So this might mean you might need to toe heel it towards the left a little bit more to give you less opening in the hip. Look to the right, to the left. Get that neck involved. It finally dawned on me that the yoga practice is really pleasurable. It's like about just really kind of experiencing the sense of freedom throughout neck, throughout shoulders, arms, while at the same time strengthening the body. Reverse your warrior with an in-breath. On the out-breath, a side angle. Inhale back to center, reverse your warrior. Exhale, a side angle. Let's do two more. Last time. Hold your side angle. Circle left arm around. Place right fingertips on shin and elongate the right leg for triangle. One more deep in breath. On the out breath, return to warrior two. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel hands, come into runner lunge. Take your time here in your runner lunge to find a twist to the right. And feel the kind of twisting from the mid-back again happening here. As you release hands down, toe heel the right foot towards the right a little bit more, coming into lizard. Just for a few breaths. From lizard, we step back into plank and hold the plank for 10 breaths. Inhale, exhale. We'll do 5 up and then 5 on the forearms. Two more. Lower down onto your forearms, giving those wrists a break. As you tuck the tailbone under and draw the chest forward, you might consider dropping the knees as well, but not the hips, just the knees. Three more breaths. Lower all the way to the ground. Elongate the legs back. Open yourself up into baby cobra. And as you elongate the elbows back, this time draw the arms back too. Fingers wide open. Neck long. Now lower the chest slightly as you draw the arms forward. As you exhale, inhale, take the arms sideways, open through the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, open arms. Now lengthen legs too. Lower legs and chest, arms forward. Inhale, open heart, arms, legs lift and elongate. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Press yourself up into a child pose. And breathe. Lift the chest forward. Separate your knees if they're not. And take a few circular motions around the hips. And to the other direction. Return into downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Two more breaths. Walk or float forward. Find your forward fold. And rise all the way up to stand. Inhale. Exhale, palms to heart space. I just realized I don't have a watch. I have no idea what time it is.
9:37.
Thank you. This helps. Let's take it to the other side. So now we shift the weight into the left leg. Right knee comes up to the chest. Crosses ankle. And maybe draws back. Press into the left foot. Right knee comes back to chest. Leg elongates. Inhale. Exhale, leg goes out to the side. Into warrior three. That requires a lot of balance and ability to really control your weight, kind of leverage into the feet. Come back to the side with the in-breath. Out-breath, cross. Either stay here or hips draw back. Inhale, lift. Leg elongates. Goes out to the side. Finds the warrior three for a moment. And lands in crescent. Back knee bends. Tailbone tucks under. Left hand comes to the hip as right arm extends up. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, both arms elongate. Exhale, back knee bends, pelvis tucks under. We curl. Inhale, interlace hands, rise up. Exhale, release. Right hand reaches up and bends to the side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale one last time. Right arm stays up. Left hand comes to hip and side bends. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands come to the hips. Back heel dials down. Warrior two. Again, some wiggling around of the hips side to side, tailbone side to side, or some circles. Looking left and right to involve the neck. Maybe some circular motions in the wrists if your wrists are tight. And a reverse warrior. Inhale. On the exhale is side angle. Two more times. Last time. hold the side angle. Circle right arm 3 times. And the third time, when it goes all the way up, place left fingertips on shin. Extend the leg in triangle. On the in-breath, return to warrior 2. Reverse it. Cartwheel hands. Make your way to runner lunge. Tent your right fingers onto the ground or use a block to twist to the left. Keep active in the right quad and the left heel. Release the hand. Toe heel left foot towards the side for lizard. One more breath and we'll step back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, reach your right leg up towards the sky with the in-breath. Bend the knee, dial hip open. Maybe a flip dog if that's available to your body. As you return back to a 3-legged dog, inhale. You exhale, a half pigeon on the right side. If you'd prefer a reclined pigeon, do that. Or any other variation of pigeon, including double pigeon. If you're in your prone half pigeon, allow the right thigh to align with the right edge of the mat. And settle into this spaciousness. Feel the breeze. Feel the heartbeat. Hear the sounds. Allow the invitation of life to be felt by you. There's an invitation. And blessed are those who actually accept it. And when I say blessed, it's a term that is more geared towards a delightful experience. And so like just open your heart and chest and just let the belly soften and accept the invitation. Permeating all through you. The delight of being. Notice if you just got caught up in thinking, and just unhook quickly. It's a very subtle unhooking to drop back into being. It's a sensational kind of experience in your body. And let's take our time to switch to the other side. However you get there is great. Elongate both legs, maybe pedal them. And then expand the left leg up towards the sky. Maybe a three-legged dog again. Maybe a flip dog. Finding your way to the other side. Notice if anywhere in your body you're holding on to tension. And give that area a little space. And then rest into this unfolding presence. This unfolding innocence. This dance of formless into form, this experience that's interwoven with delight and creativity. And we'll slowly release out of the stretch by coming into a seated position, wrapping the back leg around. And making your way into any motion that you wish before going onto your backs. Maybe that includes a forward fold. Maybe it includes a seated twist. Anything that feels delightful in a seated position. And as you go onto your backs, just turn so that your head is facing this direction and your legs are facing the back, so you can hear me better. As you arrive on your back, prepare to take a bridge pose. Plant your feet under your knees, activate the heels into the ground, and lift your hips upward as you activate also the arms into the ground. Slowly release the hips back down. And find your way into a fetal position on the left side. Then release your upper back down fully into a reclining twist. The right arm reaches down. And now the right leg kind of shifts back a bit. The right hip shifts back to accommodate for the twist so that you're not tight. If the right leg likes to extend during this twist, it might be lovely for some bodies. Or maybe you have a different variation that you like better. And then find an openness and a spaciousness that is beyond real understanding of thinking mind. There's this sense of space. Inside and outside. And it's accentuated by some softening and opening. And to the other side. Are you still here with me, or did you go in your head? If you did, just come back. Come back to this. And trust this. It's all right here. Going into Shavasana eventually. Let your body drink in the earth energy while at the same time opening to space. And just feel the intermingling and the kind of exchange between heaven and earth in your own body. Heaven and earth energies. Space and earth. And then let that energy eventually intersect and be felt at your heart. And allow whichever peace that you're feeling right now to be extended into the collective, to be shared energetically with the collective body of humanity. Take a cleansing breath and sigh it out. Either remaining reclined or rolling over onto your right side. And rise up to seated. Take the arms sideways. Gather all of that spatial energy. And from your sits bones, gather the earth energy. And wrap them all up together, drawing them into your heart. Hands to this heart space. Taking the collective body of humanity into our hearts. And extending all of that unconditional vibration of the heart into well-being for all beings. And the well-being of our planet. And with that intention, we close the practice with the sacred sound of Om, a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Thank you for practicing with me today. The spirit in me bows and acknowledges the spirit in you. Namaste.